It's a very nice stadium, and the pitch is very good, so we've got no complaints there. We're up against a team who've only ever played here once, and I was in the last game against Benfica 3 weeks ago, so it should be to our advantage a little bit. So it's a tough game, but as long as we go out and play, it's a game I think that I feel we have to win because of the draw home to Basel. We've got back-to-back games against Lazio, so we need to win. It's as simple as that.
It's cold, wet, and it's windy. Does that suit us?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. It's perfect conditions to play in. It might, the pitch looks great. They'll have hopefully it'll be as wet tomorrow night, so it'll make for a good passing game. As long as there's not a downpour, of course. But I think the conditions are great for the match. It's about 4 or 5 degrees here. It's perfect.
Our European campaign really hasn't got started yet, has it? It has to now.
Well, I think Benfica would have taken a draw there because I think myself and I think everybody, other pundit, would have seen that as our biggest challenges and our toughest game. But unfortunately, we drew at home to Basel, which puts a little bit more pressure on us. And these look like they're the team that everybody's going to beat in the group. So we've got to make sure that we win here tomorrow night and then win the home game and take a little bit of pressure off us.
That said, they've not been not been easily beaten by Benfica or Basel yet, have they? I think there's a lot of grit and determination.
Well, you would think so, because I mean they won the league for the first time last year. Come off the boil a little bit. They're in the mid-table at the moment. I think after 8 or 9 games and that, so they can't be playing that well. And I know you're saying that they've lost like 2-1 on both occasions, but as long as we win, that's the main thing.
Finally, Romanian football probably isn't the powerhouse that it perhaps was about 10-15 years ago. What are your memories of that era of Romanian football?
Well, I mean, played against Hagi. I mean, he was a tremendous player. Played against him a couple of times. They had Popescu, who was at Chelsea and Sheffield Wednesday. He was a good right back. Dumitescu at West Ham. I think he went on to Spurs. He was a good footballer. Popescu at West Ham. They had some real good footballers then. I think they put England out a couple of times. Once in the European Championships, once in the World Cup. And Rob was even in the 80s they were a really good side. So yeah, the last 6 or 7 years, they haven't been as good as what they have been. But technically they'll still be very good, and you'll see that tomorrow night. It's a dangerous game because you don't know an awful lot about them, but I still think it's a game we should win.